What if I told you debt isn't always the enemy? I know this probably sounds wild, especially if you grew up believing that being debt-free meant that you were really good with money. But here's what most people don't realize. The wealthiest Canadians, the ones with multiple properties, with growing investment portfolios, and with the strongest retirement plans, they don't avoid debt. They use it on purpose. And today, I want to show you how you can too. Hey, I'm Erica B., mortgage strategist, real estate investor, and someone who spent the last 15 years helping Canadians shift the way they see their mortgage and now how to use it more effectively. Because when we stop seeing debt as a dead end and start seeing it as a tool, everything changes. Most of us were raised in a world where debt was something to be feared. Our parents and our grandparents lived through skyrocketing interest rates, recessions, and instability. Back then, it felt like carrying debt was dangerous, especially when mortgages were hitting 18% interest. Paying it off as soon as possible, well, that was just survival. So it stands to reason that that's how they raised us. But times have changed. Today, debt looks completely different. And interest rates are lower. Even though rates increased recently, we do have access to these financial tools and the structure that they never had. And yet, most of us are living in an outdated rule book that just doesn't fit today's reality. Rules such as always pay your mortgage off as fast as possible, never borrow money if you don't absolutely have to, and carrying debt means you're irresponsible. Those rules made sense back then, but following them blindly today can actually hold you back. Now here, this is the biggest secret. Wealthy people don't avoid debt, they structure it. They know how to separate bad debt, like high interest or consumer debt, from strategic debt, like tax-deductible investment debt or a readvanceable mortgage. They set up their mortgage with flexibility, not just focusing on the interest rate. They want to access their equity, invest it, and grow wealth while they're simultaneously paying down the mortgage that they owe. They understand that cash flow and control matter more than just shrinking balance. And guess what? This isn't just for the ultra-rich. This is for you too. In the last 15 years, I've worked with clients making $80,000 a year and clients making $250,000 a year. The ones that grow wealth aren't always the ones making more. They're the ones that have a better system. They're using tools like a readvanceable mortgage, the Smith maneuver, cash damming, debt conversion strategies, and they have investment structures that work with their mortgage, not against it. They're creating an intentional loop where every dollar that goes out comes back into their hands and now has a job to do. And the best part is they're not sacrificing lifestyle to do it. They're not just drowning in spreadsheets and glued to market updates. They're just using a system that works best for today's reality, not the past. If you've been doing everything right, paying off debt, avoiding loans, keeping your head down, working hard, and you still feel like you're not getting ahead, you're not doing anything wrong. You might just be following a playbook that was written for a completely different world. You don't have to be ultra wealthy to borrow strategically. You just need the right setup and the right guide. Now stay tuned because next week we're going to be breaking down what this process can actually look like, starting with debt conversion and how it works in plain English. But if this sparked something for you today, don't wait. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel because this is where we shift the conversation from debt equals danger to debt equals opportunity. And if you're ready to take the next step sooner, the link to book a call, it's below. Let's build something smarter together. Mortgage free with Erica B.